this video is going to be about how we find the surface area of a cylinder, which somebody seems to be struggling with. So the first thing is to try and visualise what it looks like when you unfold it into a net. So a cylinder is made up of a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and if you imagine unfolding the curved bit around the outside, it actually unfolds into a rectangle. So in terms of the first bit, finding the area of the circle on top, that should be quite straightforward, because you should all remember the area of a circle is pi times by the radius squared. So that's pi times by 7 squared. And because I've got two circles, I can just double that answer. So the area of the two circles combined is 2 times pi times 7 squared. Now notice I'm not typing that into my calculator at the moment, because if I start typing that in now and writing down an answer and rounding it too early, my answer actually becomes less accurate. So I'm going to leave that there. So that bit there is my working out for my area of the two circles combined. So now think about the rectangle. The length of the rectangle, the top of it, is made up of the circumference of the circle, because when I unfold the circumference, I get the top of the rectangle. And we know that the formula for the circumference of a circle is pi times by the diameter. So, or 2 times pi times the radius, whichever you prefer. So pi times by the diameter is pi times by, well, the radius is 7, so the diameter then is going to be 14, so pi times 14. So if I just draw that rectangle for you here, so you can see what I'm talking about. So imagine this rectangle here is the unfolded curved part of the cylinder. This bit here is pi times 14 long. And the height is still 12 centimetres. So the total area of that shape there will be 12 times pi times 14, because we know that the area of a rectangle is its length, which is here, times by its width, which is here. So in total, the surface area is made up of the two circles and the rectangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the working out for the two circles, which was here, and I'm going to add it to the answer for the area of a rectangle. So for the circles, we had 2 times pi times 7 squared. I'm going to add on the area of the rectangle, which is 12 times pi times 14. And notice I've put those in brackets, because that's exactly how I'm going to type that into my calculator. So I'm going to do that now, making sure the brackets are there. So 2 times by pi times by 7 squared, end the bracket, then add on, new bracket, 12 times pi times by 14. And I get an answer of, it says in my first thing it says in my calculator, 266 pi. Now, if you got that question in your non-calculator paper, you just leave it like that, an answer of 266 pi. If it's a calculator paper, and you just need to press change, and I get an answer of 835.6636459, and then my unit will be centimetres squared, because it's an area. And I always look back at the question and decide what do I have to round it to. So let's pretend in this question I asked for your answer to 1 decimal place. Well, there's my first decimal place. So look at this number to decide, will this 6 here stay as a 6, or will it go up to a 7? And because the second number is also a 6, which is bigger than 5, it'll go up to a 7. So 835.7 centimetres squared. So that's how you do that. And here's a question for you to try. So I'd like you to find for me, please, the surface area of this cylinder to 1 decimal place.